ain't going to kill SION, and you can counter roam.
This is almost exactly the same composition. Coming out from Griffin, they were playing support Galio, top Aatrox, and mid SION. So just trying things a little bit differently. I'm not entirely sure what there was in the jungle, but it was something with a little bit of early extra power on the side of Tarzan. So SKT doing a bit of a Griffin impression this game.
It could have been more spicy. Would have loved to see double reverse matchups as the Aatrox into Lissandra and also the Elise into Jarvan, but we'll take 1 out of 2.
It was actually the Elise. I remember it actually was managed to dismantle Damwon in that example. Let's see whether SKT can do the same thing in game number 2. Account of lane control after you've maxed out that Q. Very early on in this game, though, C's, you can see, setting up for a level 2 gank.
Fake leash topside by SK Telecom. Aatrox spending a bit of time at the blue buff before going up. So because of that fake leash, see what happens.
Yep, there's the flash pulverize. They're looking for Teddy, and they'll find him. It's a decent taunt, but it is not enough. And first blood goes to the vein.
Just super assertive that Sweeper gave them all the information they needed. And so, given that, and how many people can pack up, I understand it. Here we go.
Yeah, there's the flash in. This is a level 5 Alistar. Has to use the flash in order to get himself out, but Namada is going to get knocked up. Teddy picks it up with the Ren stack, but they do trade it as now C's going aggressively. Clid offering more damage back. Teddy needs to be respected, though, and speaking of respect, Faker down to 200 health in the mid lane as Grace flashes forward, but he Qs too early and doesn't pick up the kill.
So unfortunate. I believe Faker had to go up the lane to interrupt the teleport from Grace, which wasn't actually able to be completed. Almost solo killed in the procedure. But it ends up being 1-for-1 after all.
Yep, no summoner spells left in that mid lane, which is good for both of these junglers as Tana's taking a lot of damage up towards the top side. That's a great reset, though, with the flawless duet. And now we're still fighting Faker. Oh my goodness, the knockup isn't going to come in. Not in time, but they might be able to get the trade kill as topside Tana has killed the Aatrox under the turret, and Faker gets one back. Tana going to be way more lucky, though, walks away with 150.
An eventual trade kill in the mid lane. Sandra for making that a 2-for-1 or potentially even more. Let's watch the top side, because Khan, this is when we came to play, when the first bit of damage came in, but watch the turn from Tana. This is actually super slick play, and then gets the level up to get enough mana to all in. Actually chased for this skill, speaking of kills.
And no Bloodwell onto Khan. That was the problem, as Tana gets the reset and gets out.
But actually, in the picture-in-picture, there was, in fact, another kill onto Khan coming through.
My God.
So the action is continuing all around the map, but Jinner up 3 kills casually.
Yeah, you can see Faker is actually going for the Sterix Gauge. He's going to complete it, has the pickaxe and Ruby Crystal now in his back pocket. C's should be able to grab Shelly, though. Infernal falls down in favor of SKT, but if you can get some turret plates with Shelly, this game can certainly be snowballed before that scaling on the Infernal is as relevant.
Main ward from Khan, not available this time, Atlas, and this is the picture-in-picture play. It's not perfect from Jin-Air, but they're just able, with no Khan ultimate, to find that second kill. It's actually picture-in-picture again. This Rift Herald, I didn't even know who it went to.
Yeah, heroic entrance is going to come down here as Faker picks up the kill onto C's. Grace did manage to pick up the Rift Herald, but he's going to get cocooned. Clid snipes him out in the backline now as Faker is very low. Clid is extremely squishy. Great double knockup. Comes in from Kellen, who keeps himself alive for so long. Vanguard's Edge now comes forward as Root turns up from the bottom side. Will get a condemn back, but Faker is already dead at this point in time. And Jin-Air, I think...
Or maybe the team you least should take inspiration from is mid lane.
Faker's just smacking down on Grace. He has to ult himself. C's comes in here, and Faker, remember, not a lot of resistances. Gets himself that big Sterix shield, and does find a lot of damage from his Q. Clid. Can he get here in time? That's a great cocoon landing. As Faker's at 1 hit, he's going to get killed by the minions! Oh no, the Caster Creeps gets himself the shield back. And I don't think you can say, you're not allowed to say calculated at that point for Jin-Air Green Wing.
And it's a very consequential execute as well, Atlas, because it's when Jarvan died to monsters, right? So they know Jarvan can't be there. That means the freebie to SKT. They will lose top lane turret, but after all the plates are down. And SKT, remember, they're trying to hit the mid-game running. They're definitely tripping up in their execution, getting to that point. But the Infernal is the kind stranger picking you off a couple of times and maybe allowing SKT a more even team fight than they deserve.
Yeah, one of the scary things is here for... Okay, this is looking good for Khan. Throws down the World Ender. Vanguard's Edge is in there. Tana's trying to fight this one back, but it's not going to work. The flash, I don't know where he thought he was going. That knock-up is all around you. As Khan picks up the solo to get back at Tana.
He's flashing to the next life, Atlas. That was very much the light at the end of the tunnel, but it was not, unfortunately.
Flashing into the death chamber.
It was the darkness. That's what's happened in the mid lane. This is why the play started.
No.
That's important. So FAKER actually, the reason he almost dies to begin this play is interrupting Riptail. Thank you for the 200 IQ. Korean observing there to make sense of why FAKER was so far down the lane. However, I would love to see the HP bar here. I believe it's single digit. Here's Seize. He's trying to seize the day, or the red buff, or the bramble pit, or the party, as we talked about. Let's watch this one. So he's down to 200 health. Let's watch him die. We're going to watch how close is it, Atlas? Is it one order?
Oh, he gets to 1 health!
What is the name of Jin's red buff? Because we'll have to hold the point for that.
Yeah, we will. I'll keep it in mind as the Unbreakable Will does go down from Kellen, but now Root has a lot of damage. FAKER is in there, gets headbutted back. I think the SION is going to die, but SKT grabbed the first one onto Tana. FAKER trades his life back, but now will be Zombie SION, but not enough to go for the dive here against Jin.
Only 4 members of Jin defending though, so they didn't have Lissandra involved and still were able to trade one as more accountable. So this is very much about killing Seize if Seize is the only person he can order.
Yeah, also Tana as well, as we've got a fight on the bottom side. Teddy gets out of the Cataclysm as now he's trying to dance away from the Jin players. Does so effectively. That's the problem with Kalista. If you don't kill him with your burst, you're not going to kill her at all.
Really weird flash from Seize. I couldn't see if it was an EQ or just flashing for AD and AP is way more for that first stack. Speaking of first stacks.
Yeah, we're looking for FAKER here in the mid lane, but he's very tanky. Fertile Chains land onto Seize, who just takes too much damage. Even the Q landing there from FAKER, you know that Vayne has a great time smacking down on a SION. And now SKT are going to start off this dragon. Jin caught napping a little bit there in the mid lane as FAKER not able to actually go back and doesn't have the teleporters. Oh no! Going for the flank and Grace just gets punished.
Lane ward there was the big reason SKT got that pick. The CC duration, the CC overlapping was way earlier than Grace was aware. Grace taken down, full CC burst, no ability to self-ult, and SKT do get that much-needed third Infernal. This is the tonic they're looking for. Now suddenly they've got the wings that Red Bull apparently hasn't autoed yet. You have insanely more damage, whether you're Kalista or Vayne.
FAKER's just tanking up the turret. The Cocoon is going to go wide though as Grace explodes. Oh my god, that damage is insane as Clid didn't want to pick up after picking up the kill credit on a couple of great wards that were placed, things like that. The early game did not go well for these guys, but Teddy's turned it all around in the mid game as Tana is going to get knocked up very, very high, and that flawless duet was not exactly as flawless as you'd want it to be. In fact, every single skill shot is going to miss, and now Seize could be in line for a 2 versus 1 against the Aatrox, and SKT have decided they'll take advantage of it by taking down a Baron at 25 minutes into the game, triple Infernals in hand.
And Khan's not allowing the Jarvan to get out of the dance pit. He's going to have to stick around, and here's TP.
Yep, Fate's call comes in, but Tana does avoid. Oh, not enough, as Teddy's just going to be able to execute him. Now Grace, with not too much more than an aftershock that has worn off, now has to use the claw to get out. FAKER, no ultimate available, but Khan's looking for the flank. Good knock up there onto Kellen. Double knock up comes in from Khan, and this is a team fight comp that SKT has. The J4 gets obliterated. Who's trapped in there is who is Root has finally got himself into a position where he can carry the flash forward, the stopwatch. But Teddy has nowhere to go. Oh my god, he finds the cow. Root's able to grab the 1,000 gold as the bounty comes in. But Clid, he does have full vision. SKT should be a 50-50 as Clid's going to come in. Seize jumps over, tries to lock down Teddy. But this is the J4, the triple knock-up comes in as Teddy's able to grab that first kill. He gets knocked up by Kellen, but where's the follow-up damage? It is absent from this fight. Root is still alive. He's tumbling forward so far, but he's going to die. Clid grabs that kill, and now Jinair's trying to fight back. Double kill for the Aurelia. The flawless duet. FAKER, he's going to go down. It's a triple kill. Can he get the pin? Tana gets the Quadra, and now he's going to be able to get it. Tana just steps on in. Linderung was there, but now the Aurelia saved the game.
Khan will be the...
It here is Grace in great flanking position. Good double knock up there from Khan, and here's the turn from Jinair. Khan goes into World Ender. He's around 4 members of Jinner is stacked completely up, but he's going to go down, and now Faker has to use the ultimate in order to get out. It's a decent use of the cocoon to try and keep them alive, but Jinner are back on the Baron with 5 members in comparison to the 4.
Rinse and repeat, but look at this. Turn ultimates on the Sandra and Aurelia are up. So it's difficult for SKT to make much happen here. Maybe a Fate's Call to open it, or maybe just give up Baron.
Yep, they are going to. They're going to trade it for an outer turret in the mid lane, and this is a huge moment for Jinner Green Wings. SKT.
And SKT need to redefine it with some creative engage to stop Root from getting going. Here's that creative engage.
Yeah, they're going to dive on forward, but it's straight into analysis. Not exactly the target. You want another Cataclysm. He's going to break Khan off from this fight. It's Root. He's going to come in, but Khan is looking for it. Gets him down to the stopwatches. Root's not going to survive. Clid takes him down, and now SKT have got the turn. Jinner, unfortunately, a misplay in the team fight that was going so well.
3650 is your vein spotting timer. Unfortunately, Root is just feeling too empowered. His summoners are up. He can go in. No. He actually ends up going in far too boldly, and SKT might just win.
Yeah, exactly right. Remember, this is 37 minutes into the game. Triple Infernal on SKT. They can tank turrets forever, and they got 5 members still alive. Teddy's got 5 items, and what a way to go down for Jinner. Tana almost with a pentacle in the last fight. They had the Vayne composition, they had the late game, but they didn't have the finesse. In these team fights, they're going to go for one last ditch effort as Tana goes down to Hysterics very early on, but he gets rendered. They do deal with the minion wave, and SKT, it looks like they're not going to win just yet, but they might be able to get this follow-up kill. Infernal Chains is going to get rid of him. See you later, Seas. You are going to be falling here. That was a really cute follow flash. Let's pop now from Root. Can he get value? You can see he's playing very far back. Grace is going to go into his own ultimate, but can Jinner get into position? The answer is no, and SKT get another free one. Flawless Duet doesn't actually arm. Jinner waiting for it. Faker with another ultimate, but it's onto the cow yet again. Headbutt pulverized. Lands onto the front line. Khan is going to be able to get rid of him, but Sees in the back line. Another Cataclysm in decent position, but Teddy is going to take him down. Root cannot find the free auto attacks. He's just taking too much damage. Double kill for Teddy. And this will be the end of the game, and the 2-0 from SKT. Tana with a heroic effort, but he's going to spell the triple kill for the Callista and the ace for SKT.
It's an LCK spring, 29 story, as old as time. Jinner, unfortunately, your faith in them in the late game is misplaced. They will eventually make that execution mistake, and Root going down means there's no longer a 5v5. No longer